Hello everyone and welcome. It's Two Tell Tom here, and I hope you guys had a good weekend. Um, Man, I am tired this morning. Had a really good weekend on my side, and here I am just leveling a paladin that I'm gonna twink at 80 as well. So, um, I also did. I guess I might as well update you on what's been going on. I've been trying to upload the next, well, I guess episode 6 of the walkthrough for Dark Souls 2, which I already did try to upload, but apparently YouTube decided it was a duplicate of episode 5, because I tried to upload them both around at the same time. And lo and behold, I found out that the PSN network was down when I tried, so I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft. I think you probably hear my fucking keys clicking as I do this. But, so yeah, I'll probably try and do that a little bit later today, upload that after. And I was thinking that once I get it, once I get the videos caught up to where I actually am at in the game, I might just, do a stream instead of individual videos, just to make it a little bit easier, because I find with those videos, I'm not good at keeping my videos to like 15 minutes or like a set amount of time, since I don't really do a lot of editing. So usually it ends up cutting off at like really inopportune times, like the time when I was fighting the Dragon Slayer, and then it cuts out midway, and then I almost die because I have to get the the PS4, sorry, to start recording again. Oh, I wish they would just up the amount of time that you could record for. But I mean, I guess that's for the next console, right? And plus, I mean, as much as I like making longer videos, no one really watches the longer ones. So I gotta try to, get used to making YouTube videos and keeping them at a reasonable length of time. This video will probably be like 10 to 13 minutes, because I'm just going to be commentating like this the whole time while doing this dungeon. I would like to do some Fallout 4 videos, because I still have that game. But the only thing I find is, it's not as captivating with all the changes they've made to the game. Like, I would admit, yes, there's more replayability, because unless you try to get to level like 270 or whatever it takes to get all the perks, there's a lot of differences in classes that you can go with. But the problem is, with the unlimited leveling system, they didn't make enough content to support unlimited leveling. Like, I remember playing Fallout New Vegas, and hell, you were 50 by the, like, even with all the DLC, you were fucking max level before you finished all the quests. Like, there was always some kind of little thing you could do. But with this game, it's like, I would say that you're, the same level, roughly 50, but the game is designed in a way for you to get to, level 200, but it doesn't have the content to support that many levels, which is really weird. I was almost thinking that this would be the first Fallout that I would recommend that it gets some kind of a New Game Plus feature, because it kind of reminds me of like Dark Souls, and I'm trying to think, like, playing Dark Souls where you can't New Game Plus, but you can get every single stat up to 99. Like, you'd be farming those areas for like fucking weeks at a time just to get those last few levels. And I mean, sure, the enemies, they up level with you, so that way you're always kind of having a tough time and you're always getting enough XP, but there's only so many times you can go through those areas before you're like, yeah, I don't want to fucking go through, say, like, the Dunwich Wars. Like, the Dunwich Wars is a good place. It's got a lot of, that's a pretty cool sword. Yeah, I'll read it. But, it's got a lot of, like, cool stuff that goes on, but after your first time, it's like, man, do I really want to go through all those caverns when you know, I've already experienced the spooky stuff that goes on there. It's just kind of like a pain in the ass to go back through areas when, you know, there may or may not be a legendary enemy, which is, you know, probably, like, I want to say past level 50, the only thing you really care about, because by then you have a lot of the special weapons, and, like, that's basically what I do, is I just take all the random weapons that I get and then scrap them, and just try and get legendary weapons, because A, you can't scrap them, and B, like, once you know that legendary weapons spawn from random enemies, there's no point in keeping the random weapons. Sorry, that guy's talking about Heimal last night, which, oh man, that was interesting. I didn't know that they implemented a, you know, like the decreased damage and whatnot that they've been doing since like Hell Lich King. Lich King was the first one to introduce that debuff, so that way other people can clear it easier. I thought that was just naturally supposed to happen with, like, you know, other better raids coming out and, like, you know, all the gear you can get. But who knows? I mean, it's Blizzard's game, right? They can do what they want with it, although at this point, I don't know if they really care about this game as much anymore. They've made so many changes that, like, I mean, I don't want to go back over the shit that I talked about in that classic video. So, I mean, I'll just leave my thoughts at that. But it's kind of sad being someone who's played World of Warcraft for, you know, I mean, I can't be one of the, I can't say that I've played it since vanilla, but I mean, late BC. It's like, you know, it's a game that I've been playing for, what, 6 years of my life at least. So, you know, it kind of gets sad when you're seeing this game that is really nostalgic to you, and it's being changed from what it used to be. Like RuneScape was like that, but then they were at least smart enough to add, you know, RuneScape 2007 servers and all that, so that way, you know what, if you don't like the way that the game's become, you can go back and play how it used to. Now all you have to do, now the only thing you can do is go and, you know, join a classic server, which could actually get you banned from the real servers, which to me, that seems kind of counterintuitive. Like, what is Blizzard being like, well fine, if you don't want to play our game, just fucking leave. I don't know. I just think that if they just made a classic server, there's a lot of lost revenue there that would just come back, and a lot of people, and they could probably even, you know, charge charge for it again, basically, and actually have people, you know, pay. Like, I would pay $5 a month just to play on a classic server. Like, you know, it would be a nice way for people to, you know, finally end that debate about, you know, what's better, the old game or the new game. Like, you know, I'm sure there'd be a lot of people that would try it out, not like how, you know, grindy and whatnot things are, but then there's a lot of people that'll probably really enjoy it because that's what they grew up playing. Like, shit, I still remember a lot of, like, the leveling in Classic, and, you know, I know that it was it was a big pain and all that, but I mean, it would give us a different experience. Like, when you're done all your raids for the week that you like to run, and then, you know, you don't have raiding until whatever, the weekend, you'll have something to do. But I don't know. Maybe one day they'll eventually change it. Although I feel like what's gonna happen at this point is the game's gonna die and go out of play before they do that. Even though, like, I think at this point, a good classic server will be around longer than you know, World of Warcraft will be, because Legion very well may be the nail in the coffin. Although that's another story for another time. So, I thank you for keeping me company through this dungeon. I know I rambled the entire time, but I think that's the type of videos I'm gonna make, because, you know, at least for the foreseeable future, before maybe I start getting more people and then actually start doing editing and whatnot. But I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys fucking come by tomorrow and see what I got.